Welcome to the following presentation of Minor League Esports on the MLE Network.
Hello, one and all. It is time once again. Week number 2 action for Minor League Esports. And I am along with me, the one and only Fallen today. And we have some Master League action for you. It's going to be the 2s. Of course, we added Fallen 2s and 3s. It's going to be very interesting to see the dynamic back and forth as the stratagems arise for all the teams. I love it. I love the fact that there is so much diversity now within Minor League Esports. It continues to grow.
Yeah, it feels like there's definitely, it feels like the league has been split in a sense on whether or not 2s and 3s working together works in a regular season with the same rosters for each team. But so far, it's brought out some incredible matches, some incredible fixtures, and some quite surprising results. We've seen teams dominate in one game mode, yet flounder in another. We've seen teams do reasonably okay in both. There's been a great mix of quality, and 2 teams looking to try and prove that today are the Flames and Pirates for the Master League in this 2s game. Both not necessarily having too many games under their belt for 2 so far, but looking reasonably okay. A 3-2 for the Pirates, a 2-3 for the Flames. Can both teams push on now here with their out-of-divisional matchup from week 1 that can be played over into week 2? And can they come up with something rather spectacular in a win with this one?
That is what we are going to hope for, as I do believe everyone is here, there within the lobby. The Flames and the Pirates, as far as the history books go, I don't know that there has ever been a gigantic rivalry between these 2 teams. I will say this, though, they do have an affinity for each other, because there is nothing quite like a pirate with a flaming sword. Jack Sparrow taught me that one. I'll never wear that one out. Well, yo ho ho, where the ball gonna go? Let's find out. We got 5 games set. 2s in the Master League, the Flames and the Pirates. We're about to get underway.
It's going to be these sorts of ones, is it, Kendo? Alright, let's get the puns out of the bag already. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's game 1 of today on the main stream. It's all to play for. Can the Flames get off to a hot start? Or are the Pirates going to shut them down and lock them in the break once again? Here comes Tommy. Early flick above the net. But Green will just about tip that into the corner. And the Flames will look to try and get some sort of possession, but a good demo from Doja will give the Pirates the first real meaningful push forward.
And of course, with Master League, you do expect those high mechanical situations. You just don't always expect the full-on accuracy you get with a Premier League perspective. I do want to see who has it and who doesn't in this matchup. And right now, Doja is going to work the corner. Tommy choosing the 50-50 wisely. It's a neutral ball for Doja to pick up, and yet again another 50-50. The Flames midfield presence has been stellar.
Yeah, it's been a very back and forth opening 50 seconds here. Neither team really finding too much offensive pressure, not too much midfield possession, but the Pirates, good counter-attack shot. That's almost on target. Tommy can only hit the crossbar, and Green will put it to the side. Just about keeping that one at bay, but for both teams, it's definitely a tense opener. Neither team wanting to overcommit, to push forward, and to overexert. Just looking for those quick, cheap goals, and that one almost finds its way in. Both teams are having one good chance, saved by the bar.
Flames, they look like they are okay to work that corner. You need to make sure you're guarding it if you're the Pirates. At this point, don't let another freebie go by the wayside. You gotta finish those, though, when you're given such a quality opportunity. Just not able to snipe the top cheddar. It's gonna be the Flames right back in, and John gonna wish they had that one back.
Yeah, it just puts it off to the side. Almost, I think, got baited out by Tommy's missed touch down the side wall. Tommy back the other end will look for a goal, but couldn't find a way past John. The last man back doing a great job. Looks for the pass, can't get past Doja. And both teams just, it seems just too hesitant to really pull the trigger this early on, wanting to watch the other team make a mistake and to get a mental edge in that sense, rather than just go all out and say, well, here's all our cards on the table in game number one.
I appreciate both the tactical nature of this matchup as well as they're doing a great job of lining up these 50-50s. They have been really strong neutral 50-50s for both teams. Gonna be a long ball into the Pirates zone. The Flames starting to get a little more opportunity in the offensive end, and they're doing quality possessions. They will miss out yet again. That's 3 for them that they wouldn't mind having a tally on the board for. Tommy works the corner yet again for the Pirates, and it's met by a double commit on the Flames goal line. Mercy. Oh, chance for a 2v1, and that will be first blood. Doja reads the situation off the overcommit well.
Yeah, Doja, you've been seeing it throughout the better part of the first 3 minutes. John loves to go in early on those challenges, loves to rush the play, but the Pirates have just been trying to keep it tentative, trying to keep it slow, and realizing that he's diving over the top, drops it low. 2v1 situation, very hard to come back from. Immediately countered with a quick kickoff goal, and the Flames will tie it straight back up.
You can't just throw it directly onto a set defense. You got to take your advantage when you do have transition chances, and Green will do just that. Off the kickoff, the cheat up, a quick answer, and all momentum is erased, Paul, and you'll love to see it. It's definitely going to be a close one between these two teams.
Absolutely, and the Flames, they need this win arguably a little bit more than the Pirates in this one. The Pirates coming off of a serious win in their opener. The Flames, no. A 2-3, it's not going to cut it if you're pushing for playoffs. You're going to need those series wins, and you're going to need them as early as possible, though getting 2 games in a series loss is still a quite positive end result at the end of things. That game that they took towards the end of it probably will do them a fair bit of good if they're able to push up into the playoffs, but they do have to push out of their own half if they're going to try and get some offense going, and right now it seems like they're struggling a little bit with the communication side of things.
Yeah, definitely has not looked as together as it could be. I do like the early pressure, however, a lack of it will allow John plenty of time to snipe a corner. Just able to get the save are the Pirates, and they won't walk the plank this time, but don't just set it up for the Flames to make you walk now.
Yeah, Flames still hunting for that offensive goal, though they need that second goal. Mentality-wise, going behind first and then having to make the comeback, you always want to succeed and put it through. A double commit there on the defense will give Tommy all the time in the world, though, and the Pirates off of, I'm not even sure how many goals, 9 shots already, have finally found their second goal to make it 2-1.
It's one of those things that you see more often in the beginning of the season where the two players don't necessarily trust each other. Little communication issues. That is the ball you want your back man to go for. You rotate around. Back to the net. Save is not going to be a good thing because usually it's a very reboundable ball. Without proper communication, this is going to be a very dangerous situation. 10 cents to go. John. This is out on the ball. It's Doja. Flick up and over. John needs to break in on this. Doja, just a chance to control through. John, the 50-50, wins it out, but it's perfect. Easy money for Tommy.
And Green here was hunting for a demo, then goes for the rotation at the far post. It's a smart decision. The problem is, there's another player coming forward. His name's Tommy, and he, with his 2 goals, secure the Pirates a Game 1 win here to kick off this series. And whilst it may not have been spectacular in its mechanical skill and its pure adrenaline, it has been an entertaining series from a sort of chess game perspective. Both teams not wanting to sacrifice too much, only the pawns on the front line, and they've gotten the job done here.
Really good stuff, in my opinion. Both teams have things that they can work on, improve upon, and both teams showed us that they have the ingredients on hand to make it happen for them. We need a little better communication out of the Flames. Otherwise, you may just see a continuation of what we had in game number 1. If it continues this way, where the Flames just seem a tiny bit segmented on the defensive rotation, it might just be a Pirates 3-2. It'll follow suit with the previous matchup.
Yeah, the Pirates, they seem more put together on the offensive side. They have those demo bump plays that they keep trying to bring out, sort of allowing one player to be more mechanical whilst the other one just really goes a bit demo hungry, just charges up the field. The respect and the trust that they have in each other to get the job done on both sides of the ball, that's a level of chemistry you don't normally see in an opening week, but both teams looking pretty okay. A couple of issues for both sides, but nothing that can't be ironed out in a 5-game series, and hopefully we'll see that as we progress into game number 2 here.
Game number 2 is winding up, and the Flames will look for an answer. I like the fact that this has been a very neutral game, and both of these teams could at any time take full-on command. Gonna be John, the Flames. Early shot on, but it is very simple for Doja to get across to Tommy. Deep touch, Doja. We'll go with the zone here instead of the actual challenge. I like the idea, but if you challenge early and get no contact there, that's a ball that should be in for the Flames.
Another missed chance for them on the offensive front. How many times they're going to hit that crossbar before they find a consistent way to put it under? Another chance from Sean will go begging, and now the Flames, good counter-attack there, good clearance from Green. Will maybe look for the pass across, but there's just no power behind it, and the Pirates will be able to hold off quite easily there on the defensive side of things and not be overwhelmed by more and more Flames offense.
Oh, that is a long pinch. Let's see if Doja has what it takes to chase this one down. Green puts themselves on the back foot. Tommy, it'll be a shot on that. John is forced to make the save to the corner 4. And the Pirates, they don't find the treasure at the end of the map, but they have once again put themselves in very opportune circumstances when they get that ball in the offensive zone.
Yeah, they are not being fooled by the riddles that the Flames are playing on the offensive side of things. They're holding stern to their truths. They're holding quite strong on that back line. Another opportunity. Great recovery there from Tommy. Was rotating back from the Flames side of the field. Somehow dives in front of John to make sure that one doesn't find a way in. But the Flames maybe have a bit more sustained offense in this game than they've had in the previous one. A double bump from Sean, but no follow through from Green, no trust, and that may cost them at the end of this series.
It's gonna be Green looking for the back pass, has to cover their own touch because they see the onslaught of Pirates yarring themselves towards the midfield. It's gonna be Doja. Going to control out once again. Midfield Flames defense playing very well. Green with a chance to follow this up is going to be out for John, but Tommy, perfect control, beats the defense and needs one more touch. Bar and in. Pirates first blood.
It's exactly the worst case scenario. Tommy just gets the pace to go over the top of John. And again, recognizing that Jordan loves to challenge early and just using that to his advantage, knowing that one extra power touch over the top will just about get the job done. And now the Pirates once again have another 1-goal lead in this series and might look to make it 2 if they can get some offense going off the kickoff. But a little bit of a miss there from Green. A demo from Sean will make up for it. This might be a goal the other way. The Flames will get a goal back with a play all too familiar to the Pirates.
The bump and run, and Green does a great job with the run. Not only gets the boost, but has perfect placement, high lofted touch. Manages not to hit bar, but get top cheddar enough just so it was borderline impossible for Tommy to save. They equalize yet again here in game 2, and they've done a great job of coming up with the answer. They just have not been able to solve the overall question. How do you beat the Pirates?
Well, it seems like they're going for the same strategy there. A little bump play coming out from Green. Couldn't get there onto Doja in the net, and a great save from him to just about keep that one at bay. But the Flames, a double commit on defense, that'll give the Pirates a little wiggle room on the offense. They will try and drive it through this corner. They're so adamant to push it through the corner, it might not work for them in the long run, but the attempts nonetheless, and will give the Flames just enough room to get that ball cleared right back up the field, and maybe a chance for Green to put this one on target, but will elect for the pass instead.
Gotta punish the Pirates when they're on the back foot like that. They got into the offensive zone, and it's almost like they goldfished what they were thinking. Loss of train of thought. You could have put one on, even a slow flick top shelf against a backward defense. It may have been an absolute hazard for the Pirates defensively. Instead, they just turned the ball over, and that's starting to become typical of the Flames on the defensive side of things. They can't just do that. They can't just turn over the ball in the offensive zone, because the Pirates, when they do get into the offensive zone, they've found themselves putting it in high-pressure slots.
Yeah, it feels like the transition game has not been strong, but there's a good transition from Green all the way down the field. Gets a shot on target. Another one from John. Tommy with a great recovery. The pace of Tommy and Doja on the back foot. They somehow get in front of those impossible saves and just make them time and time again. And with less than 30 seconds to go, we're still waiting to see the deciding goal. The Flames looking for a pass across. That was Sean looking for Green. Couldn't get the pass over. Green just backed off. Not willing to let that one fall. Cooks a pinch. Blocked. Now a chance. 10 on the clock. Can Sean do something? No, he'll be bumped away. But the Flames have had the majority of the possession, majority of the offense, but they haven't been able to put it away in regulation just yet. They will this time. Jordan will finally find one home, and that is Flames game 2.
And this is what I'm talking about. If the Flames control the ball the way that John just took the time, was patient, grabs the boost, little tap up, follow your own touch, that is the recipe for success that they need to follow. The Flames, they put it on the grill. They don't burn it this time. They win 2-1 in game 2, and it was quite the answer. They still look steadfast. They are still winning some of these 50-50s in the mid. I respect the team that you can try to push through in the midfield, and it just seems like there's a wall. There's a proportionate do not pass sign that you cannot maneuver around, and that is what the Flames are trying to put up in the midfield. It's not always there, but once they get it set, it reminds me a lot of say the 1-3-1 defense in hockey, the defense that annoyed people to the point where they would just stall on their own side of the ice until people decided to stop utilizing it. But that's the type of oppression the Flames seem to have in the midfield right now once they are set in their ways.
Yeah, it feels like they love to challenge early. They love to get in those early challenges. When they're on the back foot, it feels like it's just a little bit complacent, a little bit rotationally unaware at times. And that's where the Pirates have really thrived in this series. They've been able to take advantage when they've gotten into the Flames' half of just sowing miscommunication, of sowing just a little bit of uncertainty between those two players as we move to the beautiful Forbidden Temple? Yes, Forbidden Temple. I know the map's name, it just eluded me for a second, but we're here with game 3, and with the series all tied up, I am honestly not sure how this one will go. Kendo, what do you think?
Well, I do know it'll go to all 5 games no matter what, because that's the way that MLE works, folks. We do an entire 5-game set. Somebody wins 4-1. If somebody wins 5-0, congratulations. You just put the beat down on a team. It'll go a long way in the standings down the road for league play. And Pirates are going to start off with some swashbuckling team play.
Love that play from Tommy. Gets the demo, then isn't done. Just bumps Green all the way into the net and follows up with a quick turn off for the pass from Doja over the net. 30 seconds gone, and all of a sudden, Pirates once again have a 1-goal lead at the beginning of the game. Can they keep this one this time, or are the Flames destined to repeat history immediately and try and get one to tie it up?
They will miss out on the opportunity off the kickoff, and this is a very unfortunate circumstance. Green, though, will get behind that ball. Does manage to pick around one. Has a 2v1 flick up and over. Scores! Quite the equalizer goal out of Green.
Beautiful fake there onto Doja. And then one of the most beautiful sideways flicks. I don't know the exact mechanic name there. Apologies. I know there are some people that love the names of the mechanics, but just, again, evades me like the name of the map earlier. But all it takes is just one moment of wonder, brilliance from one member of the Flames team, and the Pirates, again, have just lost that lead. It is incredibly difficult for them to keep it at this rate, but another chance straight back the other way from Doja, almost took it immediately back.
If I remember correctly, that one was very close to being what they call a repeat click. Yeah, that might be what you're looking for.
Ooh, that might be the one, yes.
But we have a minute 30 gone by game number 3, and both of these teams, again, tenacious as ever, Doja. Looking to control through John, equal to the task defensively. I was a little worried when John decided to back to the goal. But man, oh man, the shadow defense did come through strong. Now the Flames look to get the ball out of their own zone. Pass to Doja in the mid, decides to play it back. Oh no, that might be an own goal. Doja does stretch across, managing to get into the corner.
Love the play from Sean there. Made Doja back all the way up. Was not going to let him challenge early this time. And also, at the same time, baited out Tommy to make a touch towards his own net. But right now, the Pirates, they're not necessarily the most firmly set. That's another shot from the Pirates on their own net. Doja won't put that one in. He'll put it off the crossbar and out. But again, Pirates' defense is more suited to playing off of their own backboard, it seems, than playing in front of their net. And maybe that's a negative thing. That is a beautiful thing, though, as Green will get the Flames their second game lead in this series.
Loving the fact that when the Flames do keep control, they look like they are the giant slayers. They can beat just about anyone. And it's something that we're here very early in the season as they realize, hey, if we actually do keep the control through the midfield, we convert a little more often, this is going to be a very dangerous team down the road. Because right now, shot to conversion ratio looking really good. 66% in game number 3. Oh my, what a save by John on the back end.
How on earth did he get back in front of that? A 2-on-1 situation, and then he'll find the goal off of the counter-attack. That one is possibly the worst-case scenario if you're the Pirates. Tommy with a missed touch on the sidewall didn't even get the touch, and John just has to drive it into the near post. And just like that, all of that pressure, all of that momentum that the Pirates had on the offensive side, gone, erased, reduced to atoms. It's nothing now. The Flames are in control. That's 4. That's a 4-1 lead. And that's John with his second.
John looking very impressive here again off the kickoff. And Green making it happen. They've shown us that they're very good at 50-50s. It stands to reason. There's no wonder they've won a couple of kickoffs into immediate goals. And, well, they'll just get it back here. Doja, equal to the task.
Yeah, Joe with the whoops in chat. I think he made a little bit of a mistake here on the kickoff and just goes turtling to the side of it. He's getting absolutely nowhere near that one, but composure from Doja there to get enough power on that to send it home. At times, when an opponent misses the kickoff, it's either a fake or it's setting up the defender to get an easy touch across the net, but not prepared where the Flames and the Pirates will keep this one within an obtainable distance. 2 goals is not that hard to find, but as the higher you go, it feels like it starts to get a little more difficult to find 2 openings in your opponent's defense, especially with a double commit like that.
We're going to see a centered ball. Doja with a chance to put it on net. John showing us superior defense yet again. Green, a backboard play, will hit all the way in the offensive zone as Doja back foot manages to sweep it across, but a demo is going to leave them in extremely difficult confines. Weak touch towards the mid. It's John. Once again, taking time. Meant to touch that more towards the middle. It's going to leave Green on the back foot. Does manage to get it across, though, and the Pirates are back to the drawing board. Just under a minute to go, Fallen, and a perfect setup off of great patience sees a Tommy goal.
Yeah, the long gone of the demo plays now. They are now focused on those passing ones from the corner once again. Doja setting up Tommy, and Tommy wouldn't miss that ball if his life depended on it. Buries it home, beautifully placed in the center of the net, but still the Pirates, they have to find one more before that 45-second timer ticks to 0. Otherwise they will find themselves on, well, needing to find 2 games back-to-back against a team that have only grown in strength and confidence since game number 1. The Flames looking ever so mighty right now, and with pressure like this, they're oh so close to putting another one home and securing game 3 for themselves.
I just got off the phone with my scientist. You can't feed these Flames any oxygen at all. You gotta break them down, snuff them out, and right now, another turnover. You're feeding them oxygen, Doja. Don't do it. Chance for a flip reset. John does not finish it, but the time on the clock has been whittled down to ashes. They have to go the distance with 2 seconds to go. A stop by John means Flames are now up 2-1 in this series.
And well done by them as well, leading by 4-1 with just over a minute to go. They looked the more dominant team in this game. They looked the more in control, and really it comes off of just a better offensive style. Only 6 shots from them to the Pirates 12. Half of the shots, yet 4 goals. That, what was it you said, 66.6% shooting percentage at this point? It's very strong, and it takes that level of consistent offensive creativity as well as pressure, just to apply the pressure and put it home when you needed to. And really, even though there was a kickoff goal, it felt like it was a very, very deserved game win from the Flames. And now they are on match point. They're ready to take the series before it even really gets going in terms of the offensive creativity that we are used to seeing from Master League.
The Pirates did show something there towards the end. It was an onslaught, a volley of cannonballs towards the net. The problem is they weren't converting on them. I want to see a little bit more of the patience that we saw at Doja, the quick turnover. Punish turnovers when you have them. And with that, a little bit of extra patience, just going up the wall, allow your teammate to find their way back. Really good pass play. I need more stuff like that. That is the treasure map and the goal at the end of the rainbow. If you are for the Swashbucklers, we're underway. Game number 4. The Pirates, they need some help. A little bit of hull damage shown through 3 games. Flames look to burn on. It's green. Long ball down. Tommy manages to keep this one out. Cannot get by the blockade in the midfield that was once again set to the Flames.
Ooh, good fake there from Doja. Goes under one, goes around. No, not George. Brilliant job on the defense. Recognizes Doja is just trying to fake him out and floats himself all the way to the far post just to cover the angle, and will again be the defensive backstop for the Flames. It feels like at times he's in the way when he shouldn't be. He feels like he's teleported in front of the net just to make sure that the Pirates don't have a chance or don't get the goal when they need it. Because he doesn't necessarily look all that menacing on the back line. He just does enough every single time, and sometimes that's all you need, just enough. And that goal is enough from Green. Yeah, they talk about Green Flames being a little bit magical if we're talking about D&D, but this one, that is a magical goal from Green.
I mean, it comes at the price of an overcommit by the Pirates. They might have landed a ship a little too soon. Need to keep that one in the water because the Flames are coming on hard. And do the Pirates have a quick answer? Not quite. Yet again, Green and John, if there's one thing that they've shown us, they are equal to the task when it comes to direct challenges. They win another one, and that's a second 2-goal swing.
I love the respect there from Green. Recognizes Sean's got the boost, he's got the speed, he's gone under him and he's in perfect position to take the shot. Just peels off to the side for their back boost in case it doesn't go in. It's a perfect level of communication and the Flames finally seem to have got it down. The Pirates almost dissolving here. They've got nothing going. Soon to be... Well, the pun would be for the Flames here, but they're being extinguished ever so slightly, and it feels like the Flames are just burning brighter with every passing second.
Here comes Tommy. Tommy from the midfield gets the carry down. Doja is also there. But again, no pressure. It's a one and done for the Pirates, and they have to reload the cannon. Tommy working the corner. Gonna be Doja with a chance to play this ball on. Maybe a chance to control. Too much patience, and John finally gets set up. Puts the ball to the side. The Pirates, Doja, chance, will score. Steadfast offense does finally beat the defense.
I think it hit the nail on the head there. Patience a little bit too much at times from the Pirates this series. Just not... I feel... sort of, I don't remember the word here. It's my job to talk and I've forgotten the word I'm looking for. Not clinical enough. Not aggressive enough. They're just waiting for mistakes. They're not making the Flames make them. There. That's a good opportunity. Where is the pace? The pace has to pick up. Tommy looking for something flashy, looks for the flip reset, and instead just gives the ball to Green. And now the Pirates are back on the back foot again with about half the game to go. They've barely gotten going, it feels like, in game number 4. One good goal does not make you a series winner. However, that one will. Green, good shot to your own net there, Chief. Buries the double tap like it's absolutely nothing. And the Pirates are tied up.
You know, I gotta say, I appreciate Green here trying for the best goal in all of esports. 2-2, 222. You're just a second off, my friend. I appreciate the commitment. You almost got it. We're still deuces wild, though, and I agree. I mirror your thought processes. Green's gonna get it back. Oh my!
That's... sorry about the own goal, boys. Don't worry about it, though. I've got this next one. Top corner. I can't ask for better placement. Beautiful shot from Green out of absolutely nowhere. I don't think either of us saw that coming. One challenge comes in from Sean. You think, okay, Tommy's got the better of it. He's going to be next to the ball. No, there's Green. And then right back off the kickoff, Tommy goes, well, you've done me dirty once. I've my time to do it right back to you.
We're seeing both of these teams really focus on their defense, and now they're dropping the gloves to throw haymakers, and I'm enjoying every second of it. These two teams back and forth, not as much caution in the winds of change. It's just been shot after shot, and right now I think that favors the Pirates. Here's another ball centered. Pirates, 9 shots against the Flames 5, and the Flames, 3 of their shots have come off of counterattacks when the Pirates have put too much forward.
Now they will look to try and control that midfield again. A good attempt here from Green. Double commit from the Pirates. Tommy almost puts that one into his own net. Almost repeating what Green did for them earlier on in this game. Green, no good backflip attempt. Will get past one, won't get past Tommy, who has control, has boost, looks for the flick, will instead get the demo, will tip it off his own post, and that one won't go in. Another good save from Green will just about keep this one tied up. The Pirates inches away from taking the lead in this game. Will they get it this time round? Yes, they will. Tommy will put it in off the crossbar.
I'm glad Tommy turns this one around and finishes it, because the rotation on the back end of the first attempt left so much to be desired. If you are in a 2v2 situation, do not be afraid to position yourself to win. They didn't have a person on cleanup for what was a very good 50-50 challenge in the box, and I felt so bad. I felt like they were not going to capitalize, and they may go down for that very purpose. And now the Pirates defensively breaking Green yet again. That's 3 for him.
Yeah, hat-trick hero indeed, but this all comes off of John. How perfectly placed was that? That one was already going in. Green didn't even need to be there. He steals the goal on the goal line, a Fox's tradition, I may point out. to steal your teammates' goals, even though it's a little disrespectful. But for the sake of the Pirates, that's just the worst feeling ever. You've done so much hard work to get one goal, and then all of a sudden just a couple of shots, and the Flames right back on top, right back in the driver's seat, right back in possession now, looking to try and get a goal with 30 seconds on the clock. But it just feels like the Pirates are... They're not all there. And they're not all hooked up yet. They're getting close, but they're just not at 100 miles per hour. It's almost like at an 85 at this point.
Yeah, they clearly are lacking a few of those team plays you expect out of a team that's polished and well into the season. So we're going to chalk it up to week 1, week 2, still getting to know and the feel for your new teammates. We're going to go to the promised land of content, that is overtime in game number 4. 4-4. I don't know if there's any League players, but I'm sure there's a Jin main smiling.
Yeah, I don't play League, but that joke still lands for me. Either way, well then, that's how you end it. That's how you end it game 4. You just fake it till you make it, and Doja will just slot that one home with the most casual of fakes. And just like that, the Pirates are still alive in this series.
Wow.
Oh my lord.
I'm gonna be honest, that is definitely not how I expected that one to end, Fallen Dad.
Me neither. I'm still recovering.
14 shots. The Pirates have shown us something offensively. When they do get their shots on net, they are a beast to overcome. The problem is they haven't been taking care of their possessions as much. Indicative of that is the game 2, where they only had 4 shots on, and it was predominantly the Flames making things happen in the neutral zones. If you're the Flames, you have to come back. You have to take better care of the ball and make sure that the Pirates don't even have a chance to correct themselves at this point. Keep the pressure on the ball. Sometimes you have to sacrifice your positioning in the midfield just to make sure that somebody is on the forecheck.
Yeah, but good job. Most of the time, defensively this game, Flames had the job done. 4 saves from both players individually. That's, well, double the amount that the Pirates had collectively. They only had 4 together. They didn't have as many. They weren't as defensively stable as the Flames. It's now all about locking back down that midfield possession. They've got to lock down the midfield. If they can do that, they can get some more offensive strides. And as we enter our first game 5 of the day, how apropos that it's still all to play for.
We will see how everything goes here. Game number 5, and the series still up in air. John out of the midfield. It'll be a weak touch that will be popped up. Green decides to play this from behind. I'm not going to question it at this point because I've seen plenty of times where the shadow defense of the Flames has come through. And it will come through yet again. Green on the breakout. Gives up the ball to Doja. Doja looking for Tommy in the mid. Good control through the smoke screen, but it's John going hard on that play. And almost gets around it for a shot on net.
Yeah, looking for that hook shot there, just couldn't get around it, but that's a great dunk. It's still on the goal line. Tommy, the patience of a saint, just about keeps that one at bay, and just about keeps the Pirates from conceding their first goal in Game 5. That one won't find the back of the net. Something tells me we're in for a lot of goals in this game, just from the amount of pressure we're already seeing and the almost goals. It's either going to be no goals until the final seconds, or a lot of goals and an overtime.
All I know is for Doja, Tommy, Green, and John, the Octanes have been lifting weights lately because these 50-50s, they're hitting them square, and the ball is barely going anywhere for them. It's been brilliant killing of possession each and every time. We'll see what it equates to here down the road as both teams still need to beat each other. Chance for a 2v1. Doja has the touch. Green, though, dodges the demo attempt and still has the audacity to make a save like that for John to pick up.
That is incredible. The defensive comfortableness. That's the only word I can use to describe it. They seem almost relaxed on the back foot. They don't mind. They welcome the 2v1s. They love them. They love taking them on head on. And they've been doing such a good job at managing them time and time again. Green, I would have named Jean as the better defender throughout the series, but he has been immense in Game 5. He's kept them alive, and Jean will put them ahead. A beautiful flick with limited boost will give the Pirates a bit of a headache on defense.
I think you can answer one question from the draft, and that is the Flames picked up two amazing defenders here in John and Green, and if their defensive steadfastness ends up being the foundation for a run down the road, it would not surprise me at all. Here is John. You know what? I just praised you, man. I just praised you, and you go and do that.
To be fair, it's a rough one to read. Tommy looking maybe for a pinch across the net. Sean just takes his time to rotate around, not aware that Doja's waiting, perfectly placed in the middle of the field to slam that one home far post. 1-1. Pirates not out of this one yet. Do not count this game as over before we get to 0 seconds. It's a curse that I have been blessed with at times, where I call a game as being over before it is. But right now, the Flames are happy to let this one continue living on, and the Pirates are happy to keep on trying to keep this one alive for as long as they would like. Doja with a flip reset, can't put that one past Sean, and Tommy will be forced to try and make the offense for himself. He'll beat one, but he can't beat the second, and that has really been the case of the Pirates offense at times.
Well, here comes the Pirates offense yet again. Contested well by John. Vortex staying with him. The shadow all the way, and he's going to pay off here. Gets the ball all the way down through off a brilliant 50-50.
Sean, the tightest shadow I have ever seen. Hanging close to the cars of the Pirates. Chased down by both of them to put that one home. I feel like he didn't even need to be there to finish that one off. He was going in with such velocity. But now, the Flames have that goal cushion again, and the Pirates are going to be forced to make a comeback, and they're going to have to be forced to break down the almost impenetrable Flames defense, which is always a hard task to do.
Watch out, folks. The firewall is here, and yes, you can thank me later, Flames Twitter department. John, the weak touch, never mind. A breach in the firewall yet again as Tommy finds a way through.
I never knew Pirates were so technically savvy there. A good hack from them to slam that one home. Tommy just about getting there in time to beat out Sean, who looked to pinch that one to the side wall, but just flipped a little too far. Sent it just a little bit off and back towards the center. It's not the touch he'd like, but I mean, you win some, you lose some on offense and defense, and right now he's probably thinking, well, I sort of deserve to concede one after, you know, that amazing goal I scored where I just bullied the ball into the back of the net. But the Pirates, they're only scoring off of Flames' mistakes again, but these are unforced errors now that are starting to come out. This is the style of play they tried playing in the earlier parts of the series, and it didn't work, but when the pressure's on, it seems like they're keeping their cool right now.
Of course, with a battle against the Flames, you always do need to keep your cool. We are Deuces Wild. We are in the last 30 seconds in a Game 5 scenario where the series win is on the line. Initial miss. It's John with the push on. Will have enough time and the patience to put this into the corner. Gets it out for Green. They look to work the corner again, but they're challenged very early. Tommy, the shot towards the net. It's a weak touch, and now it's an open net potentially, but John got nothing on that ball. They'll look to set things up in the midfield yet again. Beats one. John is there. Back to the goal, and does pop it up. 0 seconds. Ball will not fall. Dojo won't let it. We go to overtime.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I called it. It was either going to go to overtime or it was going to go to overtime. Well, guess what? It went to overtime. Who'd have guessed it? Tommy, they're going to try to end this one quick off the crossbar. And we're back to game one sort of vibes there. A crossbar save, just about being the perfect third man for the Flames. But the Pirates will now hunt this goal. They will track it down, cross the 7 seas. They will not stop until they have it. but they'll have to track back for the moment. The Flames looking to try and come forward, but great touch from Tommy. That one's almost on target. Good recovery from Green. Will just keep it out momentarily, but Doja's up. Goes for the flip reset, gets it, can't do anything with it. And the Pirates offense, whilst tempting, and they're tempting fate, they can't seem to put it home. The perfect chance will falter, and now the Flames will look to finally seal this one and seal the Pirates' fate.
At this point, if you're the Flames, though, you just want to make sure you reset the boost situation. They were in deep tragedy when that ball just careened and gently caressed off the crossbar. And now Green puts the ball on the line. John not able to get there in time. It's a great save by Tommy on the back end. 50-50 win for John. This may just roll in. A weak touch from Doja. Green has a chance, but Tommy yet again streaking in and gets a last-second touch. A miss by Doja. Chance for Green. Shot will not come as the patience for Tommy will once again see the ball out. My goodness, Tommy's defense may be your MVP. Can they get the finish on this? Doja's already up, but it's to the side, and the Pirates, I mean, they keep reloading the cannons, Fallen.
How many times are they going to miss before one hits its target? Flames this time will find it. Bottom corner. What a way to kick off this stream. What a way to kick off today. A wonderful 5-game series, but the Flames will get their first win of the series. Of the season, I should have said.
Yeah, really good stuff. Both these teams now 5-5 with a series win under their belt, and this was the pinnacle of competition. You love to see a back-and-forth game between two teams of varying strengths. The Pirates at times looked like they could be the better offensive team, but the defensive foundations of the Flames were, if nothing else, extremely impressive. I'm going to have my eye on the Flames from here on out, Fallen, because this Master League 2's team, defensively stellar.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that brings them to a collective 5-5 each in the standings. I'm checking my standings just to make sure I got it right, and I have. They are currently at 5-5, but that does not mean it's all said and done. They both still have one more match to play against their own divisional rivals this week, which I believe either is happening on stream for one of them or off stream for the other. It might happen. We're not exactly sure. I don't check the schedule every day, but if you want to, you can go check out the Twitter. It's posted on there alongside with going live messages. Go like the Twitter. It's always fun.
Yeah. Gotta love Twitter, by the way. Of course, keep up with us on the Twitter at MLE Esports. GG. Folks, we're going to be taking a quick break. When we come back, we go to my personal favorite, Foundation League. It's 2's action. It's going to be the Sabres versus the Wolves. Don't want to go away. You're watching MLE Sports. GG.